Kia ora everyone, my name's Renee. Welcome to my BookTube YouTube channel. Yeah, it's pretty exciting to be here to talk about books with you all and share a little bit about myself, I guess. I thought I would start with a little get to know me video. So I'm going to do the Newbie BookTube book tag. I'm pretty sure that's not what it is, but we'll go with that. Also, no one tagged me in this because I'm new here, but I thought that it was the video that made the most sense to kind of launch this channel on, so we're going with that. Just a little introduction to start. Like I said earlier, my name's Renee. I am 31 years old and I live in Auckland, New Zealand with my boyfriend, and his name is Rupert. I work for an art gallery. I manage the marketing for them, and I also do a little bit of curation of the gallery and the artwork, and lots of other things as well that make my job fun and exciting and diverse, and means that I don't ever really get bored. Oh, and I love books, obviously. I love reading, I love collecting, I love talking about books, and that is why I'm here. Okay, let's get into the questions. Question number 1. Why did you start this channel? I started this channel for a few reasons. First one, it looked like fun. I've watched a bit of BookTube and it always just looks like fun, so why wouldn't I want to do that? I think the other reason why I started this channel is I have a Bookstagram. Great community, have met so many amazing people on there, amazing book recommendations, and it's actually been my avenue into BookTube as well, so very grateful for that. But lately I've been finding myself kind of wanting other ways to talk about books and discuss the books I've been reading, and I feel like I've been kind of more drawn to wanting to make more video content around my books, and I just don't know whether Instagram is the best platform for that, so that's why I'm here. Question number 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? I think being in this part of the world, so being in New Zealand, is unique, but also I don't know whether there are a ton of BookTubers out there from New Zealand who are reading the same books that I read. I think that that is a unique thing about me. I think also being Māori, which I am, is a unique thing, and I can have quite a different and unique perspective on the books that I'm reading also. Something fun. Tying into being Māori, I think something I want to try and do on this channel is speak more te reo in my everyday. So I think that can be quite fun, and maybe I can teach you some te reo as well as we go along. I don't claim to have perfect te reo, but I am still learning every day, and yeah, I want to try and incorporate that as much into my everyday as I can and into these videos. So yeah, I think that's fun, unique. Question number 3. What are you most excited about for this new channel? I think I'm excited most about the challenge that it'll be for myself. I really want this to be a kind of me thinking out loud type thing. I'm excited about thinking more critically about the things that I'm reading, and also like meeting people in this community and talking about books with them as well, and more book recommendations. Number 4, why do you love reading? Sound question. I love reading because it's like the one thing that I feel like I can do for myself that is like nice. It's like a form of self-care. Obviously reading is very educational, but I think you can learn a lot of other things from it. I think I've gained a lot of empathy and understanding for people through reading and sharing of others' stories, and that feels very valuable to me. Question number 5. Which book or series got you into reading? I don't really have like a specific book or series or author. Like I've always read, and I always remember reading growing up, but I have memories, like specific memories of reading, and I have a memory at school of loving library hour, you know, sitting up the straightest on the mat so that I could be the first one to go and pick out a book, and then just like finding a corner somewhere so that no one will bother me and just read for the whole time. And those were probably always like Roald Dahl books, I think, and they were always illustrated as well. I loved the Quentin Blake illustrations, and yeah, those are kind of like the memories that I have of reading growing up. Number 6, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Want to be my friend? But seriously. Okay, next question. Number 7. What challenges do you think starting a BookTube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I think for me, it'll be hard for me to not ramble, but also to not be so self-conscious about what I do say. So yeah, I don't want it to be like a rambling mess, but I also am very aware of the fact that like I can be a perfectionist about a lot of things, and I want to come across a certain way, but I don't want this to be that. I want it to be much more of a kind of like we're just figuring it out kind of thing, and learn how to become better at articulating myself and thinking about books more critically, and ways to share that are fun and engaging and that you enjoy watching. So I think those will be my 2 biggest challenges. Number 8, when did you start reading? Well, I've always read, I said that earlier, but there was a period, I think, after I finished art school where during that period I was only reading like course related materials, and after that I didn't read a lot for pleasure at all, really. Probably like 3 or 4 years ago was when I seriously got back into reading. And I made a goal. I was just like, I want to get back into reading. My concentration was absolutely shot, like basically non-existent. So I found it really hard to get back into it, but it just started small with a small challenge for myself, and yeah, it's really grown from there. Number 9, where do you read? Mostly in bed, but I'll read on this couch a lot as well. I like reading outside, but only if it's like stinking hot. I know a lot of people will be like, what? I hate being cold. I don't like it when there's like a light breeze. That irritates me. Yeah, only in the middle of summer will I read outside. Otherwise, it's a no from me. I read while I walk to work. I'm weird like that, but it's what I do. It's just any moment that I have of free time where I can read, I'll do it. Okay, the last question. What kind of books do you like to read? I would say I read mostly contemporary fiction written by women. This has kind of come about in the last few years of my reading again, but that's specifically what I'm drawn to at the moment. I think a story about a woman who is kind of dissatisfied with life and is trying to figure it out. That's my crack, really. Like, I just love it. I also do like to read memoirs. I love a good essay collection. I've been really getting into short stories lately, which have been really nice. Yeah, I've delved into the world of sci-fi, which is kind of exciting, and I want to get into a bit more of that. I really enjoy translated fiction. I haven't read a lot of male authors this year. I don't know whether that's deliberate or not, but it's okay. But I just did like a quick little pull from my shelf, and I thought I would show you some of the books that I have read of recent and really enjoyed, that I would consider like favorites. So the first one is The Year of Magical Thinking by Joan Didion. Next one is I Feel Bad About My Neck by Norah Ephron. Like a lot of people on the internet, I'm a big Rachel Cusk fan, and I really, really enjoyed Outline, this first one in her trilogy. And then the last one would have to be My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Ottessa Moshfegh. Huge Moshfegh fan. Yeah, this is one of my favorite, if not my favorite books that I've read. So that's me. Please tell all your friends about me and follow, subscribe. That's the word they use on here, isn't it? Subscribe, like, comment down below. Yeah, this was fun. Can't wait to see you again. Okay, have a great day. Ka kite.